The Geomologist Presents, and today we're doing something a little different. Today, I'm going to open a box. So I have a box here from Free League Publishing. They have a distribution in the United States out of Michigan. And yeah, it's from a Kickstarter that I participated in. And it's a book that I've been anticipating. If you follow in channel, you know, we've been running Twilight 2000 5th edition. And we actually have already done this, but it's very different. The incarnation of this product, Twilight 2000, the Black Madonna, is very different than the offering that came out, or the adventure that came out back in the 80s in the first edition. So this is kind of what is read on the back. I'll read the back of it. When I was a kid, my best friend was named Donald Minsky. I was over at his house for dinner once when his great aunt Lucha was visiting. She was this crazy lady from the old country who spoke hardly any English. After dinner, she gave me a little card with a picture on one side and the printing on the other. I thought it was Polish baseball card or something, but it was an old-time picture of Mary and the baby Jesus. Don's dad said that it was a holy picture. He read the stuff on the back to me. It was all about the painting, which was called Our Lady of Czestochowa. It had all sorts of neat stuff about sieges and battles and thieves being struck dead as they tried to steal the painting. I loved it. I never dreamed I'd ever hold the real Black Madonna in my hands someday. So this is kind of neat. It's a campaign that expansion for the 4th edition of Twilight 2000 based upon a classic adventure of the same name from the 1st edition game. It's new and updated, written by the original author, Frank Frey and Chris Keeling, and the box set has new rules, new weapons, an overview of the Silesia region of Poland, just like the old one, new encounters, new factions for PCs to tangle with, new scenario sites to explore, and details of the Black Madonna itself. You see the reflection. I shouldn't hold it like that, but you see the reflection there. And it's a 72-page book. We'll open the box here. 8-page booklet handout, 16 new encounter cards for use in Silesia or elsewhere, 6 battle maps, 3 battle maps for close quarters, 6 battle maps for specific locations, and a travel map. So let's take a look at it. I'm just using a pair of scissors to slice this thing open. It's in shrink wrap, so I gotta peel out that. And open that as you see. And I'll get rid of the shiny. It's not as shiny, which is good. You can see the Black Madonna here. And let's see the contents. So if you want to take, I'll show you a picture of the Our Lady of Czestochowa. Well, it's shown in here. But what's really curious, so I live in San Antonio, Texas, and there is actually a replica at a shrine on the south part of town that is a replica of the Our Lady of Czestochowa. It's a kind of a cool little place to go. It has a lot of history of Poland and Our Lady of Czestochowa. Yeah, it's pretty cool site and shrine. So anyway, I don't know if that attracts me more than it would to the Black Madonna, but here it is. Here's the box. And the first thing that strikes me, the first thing that strikes me is not the silica gel. Very important to keep it in there, but it has a set of encounter cards, like they said. I'll check these out with you here. Let's see, let's take a look. Send in the Clowns. That's the first one. On the 4 of clubs. We take place on a road here. Oops. On a road here. It's a marauder type, and during the day. It has a big explosion on the front. Ambushing marauders have placed a tire puncture strip across the road and camouflaged it. The marauders have also mined a pipe under the road, but the blast is insufficient to affect the vehicles. Frustrated, the marauder attack anyway from the wood line. Each have an improvised grenade with 2 in 6 chance of failing to detonate. And there's like they said, there are 16 new ones. So pretty good. A lot of them takes place on the road. And of course they have, what's interesting, Land of Zombie Cakes. That's curious. Here's a picture of it. Land of Zombie Cakes. And it is a King of Diamonds. Can take place day or night and on the road. The PCs notice the tracks of a vehicle that went off the road and finds a panel truck. Stats of a pickup truck crashed into a tree. The driver is dead. In the back of the truck are dozens of cases of manufactured food, including cream-filled storage sponge cakes, the kind that never go bad. So it's Twinkies. Twinkies. The haul has counts as 200 daily rations of domestic food and 50 field rations, the sponge cakes. Well, that's kind of fun. Could definitely add, some more encounters. These are best served. Well, I guess since I have the PDF, you could just add them as a substitute. Maybe have both PDFs open, the main book and this book, and also the urban operations book if you're in an urban setting, and see, pick the card and then see what it's like, and then kind of choose from those. It also has a little booklet, the diary, like a little booklet as a handout, the diary of Staff Sergeant James Crenshaw, Outlaw Troop, 4th Squadron, 3rd Armored Cavalry, USA. So it talks about, I guess it's basically how they found the Black Madonna and what they did, and they took it. So I'm trying to see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is so the whole hook is still the same hook, which is curious that you find this body of a dead soldier in a cave being eaten by dogs or not. It's up to you. And then you find a chalice, and then it has this diary, and then you go from there. So now the next thing that comes out are these like close order map cards. So this looks like a cave or a cave entrance, and then underneath. So it looks like there's still like a cave crawl of some sort. But again, it is different. Here's some more, cave stuff and a ruin on the surface. Like it looks like a dam, and then a house on the back, maybe some sort of manor house, a farm here, and more stuff underground, like a mine of some sort. And then like a city location here, and then Mirov looks like a town, the ruins of Mirov. So I really do like the maps that are located in this book. So I guess that's an area map. I don't see like a big pull-out map. I don't think there was one planned here. I guess the Mirov is I don't see a travel map at all. Maybe the Mirov is a travel map, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's curious. So maybe there is no travel map. Maybe the Mirov is sort of the travel map to give like a location of the. So the book itself clocks in, like they said, it's 72 pages. Here's the book. It's kind of got the standard form that the other books have. It consists of 6 chapters, as you can see. Here, 6 chapters. And rules and gear in the first one. So it talks about advanced minefields, underground combat, and new Polish weapons. So let's take a look. I always love the 2-page spreads that they have. It is art, and really art intensive kind of book. But they have new mines. So the M4 Slam, M26, FMN1, DM12. They have new Polish weapons. So here's some more weapons that they kind of have. Including an RPG 66 Komar SWDM, so the Polish version of SVD. Cool stuff. So look at this. This picture of Silesia. Here, I'll show it. See if I can show it a little better. A picture of Silesia. As a 2-page spread. So that's part 2 is a kind of a gazetteer of Silesia, and here is like the travel map, the area map, kind of. It's inside the book, but I guess if you have the PDF, you could blow it up. I think the pre-league, usually the PDF comes with purchase. I know as part of the Kickstarter, you got the PDFs a while ago. So yeah, so let's talk about geography, all the different towns within, Silesian encounters, what can happen, and that's where they have like repeats of the book of the encounter cards. Like I think in encounter cards you'd use at the table, and these you could use if you run online and stuff like that. Hey, Wolverines, look at this. Queen of Hearts is Wolverines, forest, camping, daytime on the road. A Soviet faction, a distant rumbling noise with a shrill whining undertone presages the appearance of a Soviet Mi-24 Hind E. The helicopter has no missiles or rockets and little ammo for fighting. So we'll just make a strafing pass with 12.7 machine gun before continuing on its way. And of course, it refers you to the urban operations expansion. You can use the rules for the Hind helicopter found on page 84. The Free Krakow Coalition has their own Hind, however. So there must be more around. Just curious. I don't think Cilicia has it at all. So and then there's Cilician factions. That's chapter 4. And that gives you like different people in Cilicia, Julian Filopowicz, Maria Filopowicz. You can see them very different than the pictures in the first edition book that I've used, but kind of the same. Is it the same? Does he have the same? Underneath all his good fellowship and kindliness, there is a different Filopowicz, a ruthless man with a manic obsession for power. Yep, he's the same. All right. It's Maria that keeps him in check. She has a soft spot in her heart for children. What's very curious, all right, this is a little bit of a spoiler. So it says that Julian Filopowicz is the oldest of 3 sons. So in the original one, when you look for the Black Madonna, there was a Florian Filipowicz who was sort of the ghost of Czestochowa, who was sort of the Templar, self-appointed Templar, who was guarding the Black Madonna, and he's not in here anymore. They kind of took him out. They have everyone else here, other principals in Cilicia. They have the Cilician Defense Force and what it entails. And I really like you could see this little inset map here. They have like their territory. So like you look at the area map and they show the territory that they cover. They have something called the Cilician Corps, the 116th U.S. Armored Cav, that are also located about Soviet 20th Guards Tank Division. So this is and then the Wojsko Udova, which are marauders, but like a small, like they're called the People's Army. So they show all the territory that they kind of control or patrol, and it's definitely going to be helpful for our continue, because it looks like since they've gone in our campaign, since they've gone sort of down the Vistula towards Warsaw and back. Now they're back in Krakow. They got to take care of stuff in Krakow, get that settled and going, and then and then after that, go west and try to. I mean, the plan I think is to try to unify some of these countries in south central Poland along the Czech border there, and up and down the Vistula, and see if they can rebuild Poland. So here's the 2-page spread there for chapter 5, which is the Black Madonna, and that's the adventure that is the main adventure in the book. So it gives a history of the Black Madonna, an overview with including the hook. You find this chalice and this dead body, and the sort of the diary of Staff Sergeant Crenshaw, and then you kind of go from there. Then there's Mirov, like a little mini gazetteer on Mirov, which they had a picture for. So originally it was in Czestochowa, so like this map you can't really see Czestochowa, which is that groin in the upper left corner of the picture. And then Mirov is sort of southeast of that. So points of interest, the picture of Mirov Castle, that was one of the pictures. Another castle, and then the cave systems. So all those maps are for the adventure, it seems like, which is kind of cool. And then different NPCs. And then there's a special guest inside. And they've sort of changed it. Here he comes, here he comes. Whoops, I can't get it straight. Why can't I get it straight? Because I'm going the wrong way. There he is. PJP the second makes an appearance. So they very much changed it. I've in my Twilight 2000 campaign, I have introduced Pope John Paul. He has a very close connection with Krakow. So it makes sense that he could be there when anarchy happens. So yeah, he's in this one. They've added him in. Then what happens next after you get the Black Madonna? I don't know. So chapter 6 is actually pretty cool. It's called Scenario Sites here. And it consists of some of the other maps that were in there: a nuclear bunker, the dam, the Cilician farm, which actually looks like a pretty cool encounter. I was kind of flipping through it, where you you either save or watch a farm get overrun, or you save them, which could be a good entrance. Or if you save these people who are citizens of Cilicia, then that could put you in good with the Julian Filopowitz, and then maybe help him get the Black Madonna. I don't know. Then there's something called the Gold Mine, which is pretty interesting too. So because money. But yeah, so I think it's a really nice product. Um, I really enjoyed opening it with you, and I would say go check it out. Again, Black Madonna by Free League Publishing.